Hey everyone, welcome to Top of the Round Paradigm. My name is Kenan. I am the GM for this campaign. With me we have...
Hi, I'm Nikki and I play Clover.
Why is that a question?
Because you're scary.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Drash and I play Varian. I'm not scared of you, Kenan.
Good. Sounds like Nikki's already thinking of an alternate character, in case she does.
I'm not!
Am I playing Clover? Who knows? We'll find out.
Hello, wonderful tots, and welcome to the finale of Book 1. We finally made it! To start, thank you to Raymond, Mama Mac, and Nikki for episode reviews, and thank you to Schmilster Drew for the episode rating. Thank you to Benny for the comment on Spotify. We will be going on break between books.
Stay tuned to our social medias for updates on when Book 2 will premiere.
And leave us reviews and ratings in the meantime so that we can shout you out when we are back. Today, come hang out in our Discord. We do not have an official party time, but we'll be there all day, hanging out with you, talking about the finale.
By today, she means March 19th, 2025. If you're listening to this after that date, it's too late. You've missed it. Don't forget to ask us AMA questions because we will be answering them in between Book 1 and Book 2. So stay tuned to the feed for that.
As a side, Patreon will still be active through our break, though the Axiom and Ward are currently on a hiatus to give us a much-needed break.
So if you're looking to fill that total void in between these books, head over to patreon.com/topoftheround.
Hello, everyone. It's Perth. Just because you're orphans doesn't mean you can't dress sophisticated. So go to totopodcast.com, click on the merch, and if you don't, I'll see you in the fighting pits later.
Shout out to our Vessel and Witness tier patrons, Jermaine and Grayson.
Shout out to the Apostle tier patrons, Grayson, the Apostle of Joy,
Artem K, the Apostle of Hangriness,
Alyssa, the Apostle of Rage.
Jem, the Apostle of Curiosity,
Bluebird, the Apostle of Awkwardness,
Nammy's the Apostle of Bitterness.
Gabe, the Apostle of Anticipation,
and Kobe Beef, the Apostle of Bewilderment. Thank you so much for seeing us through Book 1 of C2. We really appreciate your continued support. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
We have a P.O. Box, which will also still remain active through our break. If you want to send us stuff, anything at all, send it to White Raven Studios, P.O. Box 603, Circle Pines, Minnesota 55014.
Send us threatening letters telling us to hurry up with Book 2. It might actually work.
I have a specially curated list of warnings for you down below. Make sure you look at them.
He means the trigger warnings.
Let's check in with our resident newscaster, Justin, to figure out what happened last time. Justin.
Thanks, Kenan. This is Justin with Justin. Something feels a little different with this news report. It feels very final. I'd like to take a moment and thank every single person out there that's bought a card from me. All three of you are the greatest and only customers I've ever had. I sold 3 cards, and but don't worry if you are missing out. I have 1,100 more. Would you shut up about the cards and get to the news? Oh, you're still here. Okay. After Clover almost committed vehicular homicide, Clover ran into the apostle known as Hate, but not literally because she wasn't on her bike. Varian returned from the ethereal plane, but remained hidden because he could hear agony coming. Could you hurry up and get to the good stuff? This is such a boring finale reporting. What? I'm sorry. I'm trying to get there. I have to build in sequential order of events. I know what order events happen in. Don't you patronize me. You know, my first finale report, I sent another newscaster to the infernal realm. Too bad there's no other newscasters out there that you could either maim or destroy. It'd really spice up this reporting. But didn't you say I'm the only newscaster?
Oh, what's up, little tabs? Join me today. We're gonna go over 5 ways to trick your friends into thinking you're alive, as well as Avari's skincare routine.
What in the news is that?
I'm here in Grace. Behind me is the orphanage. As you can see, things look pretty normal, but you just wait until we go in. In the meantime, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so that we can get some donations up in here and I can continue streaming 24/7 tabs.
Excuse me, who are you?
A fan! Hello! Would you like my autograph? I'm Terry Tabloid. This is a gentleman I just met on the street. Wow, you have really big muscles.
I don't know if you've ever carried a box of cards before, but paper is very heavy.
You know, it would be really, really helpful if we could go over my next segment, 10 ways to ensure you don't become an orphan. But before we get into that, a moment from our sponsors. Are you struggling to make ends meet because you have useless meat sitting in your body? That spleen isn't doing you any good. Head over to Organs for Gold now and liquidate those assets. Turn that dead weight into cold hard cash.
I can't even sense another newscaster connected to the news force, but this makes sense. She's tabloid journalism. How are you reporting? Tabloids are on paper. Brad, calm down. No, either you kill her or I'm gonna possess you and kill her. Right now.
And later, the Fae may be fatal, but their dishes are impeccable. Join me for my 7 favorite Fae-inspired meals. Yeah! Tabs, thank you so much. Gender Flock 52 for the $50 donation. I really appreciate that. Wow, we're going really, really strong today. Should I go into this orphanage? I really don't know what's going on in there. I've never been an orphan before, but I've wondered what it's like. So maybe we should head in now. Hey, you want to go with me? What's your name anyway?
My name is Justin, and I'm trying to report on Clover and Varian, who just met up with them.
Who are you reporting to? There's no audience.
Maybe for you.
What are you talking about, Justin?
Grab those cards and kill her now. You're really violent, you know that?
Who are you talking to? I think he's talking to the tabs. Anyway, this is my new friend, Justin. He looks kind of lost and really hungry. Do you want to, come over for a meal? And then I can put some dramatic music. I mean, I'm really doing my duty to take care of the homeless in this population.
I'm not entirely homeless, and I've had cards for lunch, but I could eat. No, do not take food from the enemy.
You can spend
Grab
the
those
night.
cards.
Tomorrow I get back into my
Brad,
historical
what are you doing?
show.
I'm
And
possessing
tomorrow,
your arms.
someone
No,
turn on the
not my
lights in
arms.
Kraken's
Why are
Breach.
you
What
grabbing the
happened
cards?
next will
No,
shock you.
No, I spent forever to make those cards. Why are you...
Oh, Tabs, I think I just got stabbed.
How are you throwing the cards that hard?
Oh, I'm bleeding. 5 ways to cure a wound. Please, someone send this to me.
Keep going. Throw more cards.
Ah,
No, you're the one throwing them. You're possessing my arms.
someone help me.
Breaking news.
Like
We're
and
murdering
subscribe,
Terry
it's
Tabloid
the
right
only
now.
way. Terry Tabloid, signing up, but first, do you want to be the life of the party? Oh, we'll get wayward wild with our brand new IPAs.
Where'd she go? What just happened? You fool, you didn't kill her fast enough. She got away. What do you mean? You were the one doing it. Now I only have 1,073 cards left. What if someone wants to buy 1,074? Just finish reporting the news. Okay, they go inside the orphanage and interrogate someone named Ruby. Varian doesn't seem to like her very much. And they go back to Perth's office and there's someone named Aldous Barrows in there. Is that good enough? No. We need to hunt down this Terry Tabloid.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, I'm bleeding.
That way, hurry. Okay. Back to you, Kevin?
Congrats on getting blood on your hands, I guess, Justin. Our story continues now.
Hey, did we get hero points?
Nope.
Yes, we did.
Yes, you did.
Both of us?
Both of you.
Whee! We both have 2. Whee! Okay, sorry. No.
And we'll end there.
No.
Thanks for listening,
No.
guys.
No.
Our hero points have expired.
Fuck you.
We left off with everyone realizing that Clover's a big fat liar.
Oh my god, that is not the truth, you fucker. I'm already mad.
The party, accompanied by Hate, entering her dad's office, who she thinks belongs to some person named Perth.
What's Daddy look like and what's he wearing?
You don't know what your dad looks like? You are a troubled
it's for
child.
the listeners, you bitch.
I just want it to be noted on the record that this is being recorded the day before Father's Day. Clover, how could you?
It's the perfect time for this.
The man sitting at the table,
The desk?
desk table, That's our table's just special. They're special tables. Looks to be in his late 40s. Graying brown hair with a mustache and beard. Pale blue eyes. Very kind pale blue eyes.
They are not kind.
They look like the kind of eyes I've never laid eyes on at Perth.
Tanned, white skin, and quite built for someone who sits behind a desk all day.
What's he wearing?
He works out a lot.
How's
He doesn't skip leg day.
What's he wearing?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
He has a very well-made, fancy tunic and black leather vest. And you can't see his pants because he's sitting behind a desk.
How far away is the desk from us?
20, 30 feet.
Okay. Clover doesn't move after speaking. She's also not looking directly at her dad.
Before I describe what he does, do you want to do anything, Varian?
No, I'm trying to figure out what's happening exactly.
Alrighty.
Thank the gods. I'm glad my daughter's unharmed.
I'm mad. I'm so mad.
Is it the both of you that brought her in? I need to get you your reward.
Clover side-eyes Varian with a panicked look.
Yeah, sure. We both brought her in.
Varian looks at Clover and then over at Papa Clover.
Papa Clover?
Hopefully she wasn't too much trouble. Some wild hair, that one. Her hair seemed somewhat manageable.
Oh my god.
He stops and kind of stares at you for a second.
Anyway, let me get you your reward.
Clover is shaking her head, having trouble speaking words.
Are your kids this rambunctious? Thankfully, no. But you know how it is, the youngest one wants to grow up before she's ready.
What's Hate doing?
So much rage within me right now, but I'm not Tellus.
Hate is standing next to Clover with a loading screen on her face, just trying to process everything. Like, what is going on right now? This isn't what Clover said at all.
Where is he hiding, Dad?
Who?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
You have to let him go, sweetie. He died a long time ago.
Who are you talking about?
Your friend Perth.
I'm not crazy. I'm not lying. I heard his voice coming down the hall.
I'm sorry, guys. She hasn't let go of one of her best friends who accidentally died while playing many years ago. How do you accidentally die while playing? What were they playing? They're playing dodgeball and...
He didn't dodge.
He didn't dodge the wrench.
They just watched a movie, and she said, "You can dodge this wrench." He didn't dodge the wrench.
So unexpected.
He was hit in the face and tripped and fell back onto a rock.
That's a lie.
Why is it a lie? Did you push him?
Varian, don't tell me you're believing him.
And what was that about? You ran away and were waiting for your brother.
I was. Is Nash here? Can I see him? Is he okay?
No, unfortunately, Nash isn't here. He was quite worried about you, and despite my best efforts, went out looking for you. I told him with a bounty that high, no one would hurt you, especially since I made sure, specifically said we wanted you back alive. Wanted to make sure no one hurt you. But he just couldn't wait.
I'm sure.
Varian will look over at Hate and go,
You hear that? Nash is out there perfectly fine. Looking for Clover. He doesn't even know she's here.
That's exactly what I wanted. Thanks.
You saying that brings a little bit more understanding to Hate's face.
Really?
I see. Well then, I guess we'll just take our reward and go.
Clover's shaking her head again, and clasping her hands together and nervously fiddling with them. She does not want to be left here.
Given your current state of mind, Clover, roll a perception check.
Shit. Okay. 28.
Hey, that's way high enough.
Way high enough.
You feel the grip of hate on your shoulder lessen and give you a little pat.
Clover looks at her and then just shakes her head and looks down.
Papa Clover is going to rise from his desk and start walking over with 2 little pouches of coin.
Okay.
I know the bounty only said 4 plat, but given that there are 2 of you, and I know she can be very rambunctious. And she seems very well taken care of. I appreciate that. I'll give you both 4 plat.
God, I wish I had a message right now. I'm struggling. Clover is now staring at Varian with a, like, don't leave me, but also, what are we doing? Why are you taking the plat?
Because I can get free money out of this.
Free money?
This
Sure.
is for later.
Money fuels endeavors in the future. Varian will outstretch his hand and go, so what do you plan to do to get your son back then?
Well, if he's not back in a day or 2, I'll put out a bounty for him as well.
Varian will outstretch his hand as Papa Clover gets closer.
Okay. He sets the little sack of coin in your hand,
And Varian will take it and he'll look over at Hate.
who's also outstretching her hand. And he sets the little sack in her hand.
Clover starts stepping backwards towards the door.
As you go to step backwards, roll perception checks, the both of you.
22. Shitty roll.
30.
Wow.
You both see a fairly built, gray-skinned half-orc step into the doorframe.
Ah, thank you, Rife. Could you see that she gets settled in her room?
I don't have a room here.
Clover, you don't need to lie anymore,
You're the one that's lying.
says someone who would lie.
Does Hate still have a hand on Clover?
Yep.
Varian will also put his hand on Clover's other shoulder. And then look over at Hate.
Roll perception check.
35.
It looks like she's contemplating an idea that she believes might not be a good one.
She's thinking about getting up to no good.
Varian will look at her. Should we go?
Yeah. Before we do, just had a little clarifying question. Sir.
Of course, anything I can do to help the Archon.
Well, you see, I've met Nash.
Clover's eyes go as big as saucers.
And if you're lying about that, kind of brings in to question everything you're saying.
I think we should just go.
And she'll raise her sword towards Papa Clover.
Oh god. Okay.
We should have just left.
Clover is going to, just thinking about protecting herself, I am going to, I guess, unintentionally focus on my magic and armor myself in wood.
Okay.
Okay.
Your skin is covered in bark,
Okay.
like the gross fey touched you are.
Wow.
Hey, just because I have my hand on her shoulder doesn't mean she's a gross beta.
She's literally.
Since technically,
Technically speaking.
from the way you've done your world, we are fey.
She's also met Porter.
We really should have just left.
Does he react to that?
The smile drops from his face, and the kindness in his eyes vanishes.
Yeah.
You hear a few footsteps behind you and the door close. Papa Clover.
Like how you're just calling him that now instead of his
Did you
name.
forget his name?
No.
Okay.
I just like this better. Pops his neck and starts to take his leather vest off.
Hate, we really should just go. Does she still have a hand on Clover?
Mm-hmm.
Just be willing, okay?
For what?
Just come with me.
But I have to. Clover's just a little upset. A lot upset.
I see you've not learned to keep your mouth closed, Clover.
You know, if we hadn't met your other children, this entire ruse would have been pretty convincing.
Before I kill you,
No, don't hurt them, please.
where did you meet my other offspring?
Don't tell him.
Marin will look at Hate and go, really? We should go.
Oh, you're not going anywhere. Unless it's through a body bag.
Please don't hurt them.
He ignores you, Clover.
Yeah, of course he does.
What's Hate doing?
She still has her sword pointed at Papa Clover.
Do you really think you can win in a fight against them?
I think so. Be fun to try at least.
Clover, what do you think?
What?
Should we go, or should we see if Hate can really stand?
I'm standing right now.
We always have the option to go if things don't go well, right?
I don't know.
Hey, can you distract him for a second while I treat Varian?
10 minutes.
No,
Yeah, that'll work.
battle medicine is not 10 minutes. It's one action.
Okay. Easily.
Okay. Clover is gonna grab Varian's arm and drag him back behind Hate.
She'll step in between you and Papa Clover.
What are you doing?
She's gonna fumble and grab her med pack out of her bag, though she is shaking.
I'm only half dead. It's fine. Everyone knows you go into a boss battle with at least only half health.
Yeah. That's how you keep it
No,
fun
you
and,
don't.
and spicy.
No, thank you.
It's challenge mode.
No, thank you.
Varian's already lived and died, so he's running on a new game plus.
Yeah.
Things are harder for him.
I'm on 0 XP mode. I'm level 1.
I'm gonna quickly treat his wounds with battle medicine. Sorry, I didn't roll incredibly well, but it is what it is. You regain 23 hit points.
Hey, look at that. I'm back in the 3 digits of health.
Hmm.
Just barely.
So Clover is fumbling around and treating your wounds shakily.
Clover, as you do that, you hear...
Fuck you so much.
No, you don't hear that.
Yeah.
That won't help, Clover.
Where is it coming from?
Your head.
Well, she's gonna freeze and then she's gonna look around. There's nobody. Where are you? She says aloud.
Right here.
Clover in her head. God damn it. Fuck you. She's gonna respond. Yes, it will.
I warned you, those that help you get hurt.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you did. In one of your dreams.
Well, I know, but she's confused about it. When did you do that?
No response.
Oh, it's in my head. Clover continues treating her wounds.
What's Hate doing?
Hate will take a few steps forward and rest her blade underneath the chin of
Flo.
Papa
Clo. Flo.
of Aldous. You know, it'd only be fair, since he's not here, if I did what you did to Nash.
Clover's eyes widen again when she says that. It doesn't take me too long to treat him, so I'm probably done. Is that better?
A bit. Thank you.
Yeah.
If he's in your head, we really shouldn't stay.
I think he's been in my head for a while.
Where is he?
I don't know. I think there's a room back there, though, behind the bar.
Varian will look behind the bar.
It's just a wall of glasses and alcohol.
Is there some hidden door or compartment?
Nodding. I think so. Maybe.
You think so, or you know?
I dreamt about it.
You dreamt about it. How did you open it?
I didn't, and the dream was already open.
I feel like the hate conversation would have progressed. What's going on with that, Kenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not the main
I know.
characters.
Sorry. We'll shut up for a second. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
please.
Kenan. Talk to yourself.
What
Please.
they're doing is going to affect what we're
Yeah.
doing, so we need to know.
Is that so, little lady? And how do you know what I did to Nash? Exactly.
You see a lot in the Shadow Plane.
Well, since we're both itching for a fight, let's say we start this dance.
It's fine with me. We'll look past hate towards you, Clover.
Make sure you add these two to your tally, girl.
No, don't hurt them.
And let's roll initiative.
Yeah. 31.
34.
43 for hate.
Jesus. That's my Avari.
And Plo gets
Hello!
Hello.
What'd you get?
32.
Worse than everyone except for Clover.
Runs in the family, I guess.
Hate will not move her blade, but the both of you hear a click and then a loud bang
It is a gunblade!
and a flash of fire and smoke in front of Aldis's face.
Clover jumps at the bang because it was unexpected.
And now he fights himself.
My favorite.
It wouldn't be a finale if we didn't get Ken to fight himself.
She technically missed. As the smoke settles, her blade is slightly pushed to the side and there is a slight chunk taken out of your father's ear. Given his size, he seems to be moving quite quickly.
Cool.
That's her first action. Second action, she's going to swing her sword at Plo.
Do you just crit fail?
I did.
Oh my god! Why are we starting this way?
And he very toyfully bats her sword to the side. One more swing. -10. And on the upswing, he takes a step back. Varian, it is your turn.
Varian's going to quick draw and pull out his bow and shoot at Papa Clo.
Alright, roll perception check.
30.
When you go to fire, your bow doesn't respond or form any sort of arrow.
That's not good.
What?
Magic's not working.
Mine will.
I don't know if we'll be able to leave. Varian whispers to her.
Great.
Varian will eye the wall where Clover said there's a hidden door. But he'll keep himself positioned in front of her. And he'll use an action to reach into his bag and pull out a regular, non-magical crossbow that he has.
Okay.
That can't do shit. And he'll use his last action to point that at Papa Clo and fire.
Alright, roll to hit.
36.
That misses.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do shit this fight.
So as you shoot your crossbow, he catches the bolt and drops it on the ground.
Clover is looking more and more concerned.
Why are you looking at me? That was my last action.
Because you're beautiful.
I had to use an action to pull it out of my
Is
bag.
he beautiful? I think so too.
I'm too pretty to die. Don't kill me. Did he not 20?
We are fucked. We might be fucked.
Oh my
This
god.
is going really well for us so far.
Alright.
I'm just gonna lay down and die.
I accept my fate.
When I rolled to attack, I rolled a 17, so I have to nat 20 to hit him.
You almost hit him. Just missed him. A little bit.
You almost hit him, but you didn't.
But you didn't.
Well, then I have to roll an 18 or better then.
He puts both his hands on either of Avari's shoulders and headbutts her. Hits, but does not crit. It's 48 bludgeoning damage. As he goes to attack again, he lets go of her shoulders and goes to punch her in the throat.
We started a fight with this man.
I didn't start a fight.
Avari did.
18 points of bludgeoning damage.
How's Miss Avari looking?
She looks fine.
Okay, that's good. That's really good.
And then he's going to try and sweep her leg. So as he goes to sweep Avari's leg, she instinctively backsteps a bit, coughing as she just got punched in the throat, and he misses. Clover, now it is your turn.
Okay. So he's about 10 feet away from me?
About you.
What is behind him?
His desk.
Okay.
An empty room space.
I'm going to move to the side with a slightly apologetic look at Varian because she knows he's trying to protect her.
Which side?
To the right.
Okay.
And just so I can get a clear shot at Father, and then I am going to quote-unquote gaseous form through him.
Alrighty.
Okay.
It's a reflex.
That is a reflex.
47.
That critically succeeds. Where do I land behind him?
You land 20 feet to his right.
So Clover discorporates through Dad. There's no effect, apparently.
Very edges of his tunic seem slightly singed, but he doesn't seem to have cared.
So where exactly am I in the room?
You are 20 feet to Varian and Hate's left. The desk would be to your... Would you turn and face the group again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it'd be towards your left.
Okay.
And about 10 feet behind you.
Okay, cool. I moved, and that was 2 actions, so that's it.
So Hate's turn again. He's going to use Curse of the Rotting Heart.
Well, that sounds dope.
He has to make a DC will save of a certain number. Ooh, he rolled like shit.
Excellent.
Yay, this is what we want. Alright, so he failed. You both of you see a ghostly, transparent image of a heart form over his chest and brand itself into his skin.
Does he seem in pain?
Nope.
Okay.
That's her turn. Varian.
Which side of the room has the bar? Left or right?
The bar is to your left. The door to leave is to your right.
Yeah, well, that door is probably not opening, so...
It's definitely closed.
Well, I can't use any magic stuff. I just have a regular-ass crossbow here. So, I'm going to use an action to mark Papa Clover as my prey.
Okay.
So I can give him a hunter's mark. So I'm going to skirmish strike and sidestep towards the bar as I shoot at him. So I get to move 5 feet without wasting movement action.
Okay.
37.
Again, so close, but that's a miss.
See, so I do have to roll a natty 20.
Is it a 38?
It is not.
Is that 39?
It is not.
Is it 40?
It is 40.
So I have to roll a natty 20 because I rolled an 18.
I don't know if I can hit him with anything.
I have to natty 20 or else to turn a failure into a success. That's the only way. Alright, I will attempt that one more time. Stepping closer to the bar. How far will 10 feet put me towards the bar?
You'll be 20, 25 feet away from it.
So, still not enough. Okay. And that's gonna miss. Because I didn't natty 20.
As you continue to shoot bolts at him, he
Zigzags. Belly
just
dances.
moves enough to leave the path of the bolt and have them fly by him.
I'm useless. This is not fun. Alright. So I did that while getting closer to the bar.
Alright. It is... I keep wanting to say adios. Aldous' turn.
We should adios him.
Yeah, let's adios him. Adios him.
Adios. Roll perception checks before he does anything.
37.
36.
You both see him turn his head slightly to look at Varian and go to move towards him, but stop and turn back towards Hate.
Mm-hmm. There's something over there.
Nope, your fight's with me, big boy.
So unintimidating. Put them dukes up, mister.
No, sailor, you're over here.
You leave Avari alone. She is helping you guys.
I love her so much. Stop it.
And he will go to punch Avari in the face. Oh, rude. He missed. He is going to move around her and try and slam down on the back of her spine where it connects to her head.
See?
That's better.
No. Don't hurt her. We've been over this. Repeatedly.
And I roll like shit. I shall take 16 bludgeoning damage and is slowed 1. Clever.
So Varian's by the bar. Avari and Daddio.
He's the closest to the bar.
Okay. Avari and Daddio are in heated battle.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to move to the door to the room.
Okay.
I'm going to check it. Is it locked?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a key on this side? Like a keyhole on this side?
Nope.
Okay. That's fantastic.
There's locks on this side, but they don't seem to be activated.
Okay. I'm going to try and produce water below Daddio's feet
Okay.
and freeze him to the ground.
Alrighty.
Trying to get him flat-footed.
I am.
That'll help Avari.
Yes. Yes, that's the point.
Alright, roll a performance check.
24.
You start to freeze his feet to the ground, and he lifts them up, breaking the connection.
Grumps. Does he know it's me?
Either he knows and doesn't care, or he just doesn't care in general.
Okay. Does that count as like an action?
It does.
Okay, I'm gonna try and melt the doorknob.
Okay.
Cool.
Roll a performance check.
So I have fire in me hand.
An Irish in your heart.
Yes. 29.
Alright, the doorknob starts to get hot and glows.
Is it melting?
It's getting hot and glowing.
Okay. That's what she's doing apparently, is trying to make sure that we have an exit.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Back up to hate.
Do cool shit. Because I can't.
She's going to use Wail of the Banshee. And all enemies that can hear it will take 8d10 negative damage on a failed fortitude save. But there's only one enemy, so...
Thank God.
Right now.
Uh,
Oh my god, he rolled like shit again. Stop. He did pass, but that just means he takes full damage.
Jesus.
Takes 39 negative damage. And then she's going to try and shoot him again.
She's gonna do better than me.
Nope. I'm so close to natural 20 though. Misses him. Righty. Varian.
Every fucking finale. So I'm just gonna do skirmish strike 3 times. Let's see if I hit him as I get closer to the stupid fucking bar. Nope. Nope. Last one's natural 20.
Nice.
So it hits.
He's mad.
I am mad because all I'm gonna do is a fucking D10 worth of fucking damage. Plus 2. Ooh. 7.
Nice.
Piercing damage. Non-magical.
That's over half of what you could have done. Alright, so half of that would be 4. I'll round up. Why not?
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. I feel like I'm just a bug. Every fucking campaign, every finale, I feel fucking useless.
My efforts are not doing much either.
And you know what it is? It's because I am useless.
You are not useless. You're hurting him. You've done more damage than Nikki has.
Yep. 4 whole more damage.
Anyway, I'm 10 feet from the bar now.
Okay.
Still pointed towards Mr. Papillo.
Poppy Plow.
Poppy Plow.
Poplo. Alrighty, it is Plow's turn. He will rip the bolt out of his shoulder and toss it on the ground.
There's a pinprick.
That counts as 3 action.
He is going to give Avari a back hug and start to squeeze.
Oh, he's popping her back.
Popping's a word for it.
He's a scary man.
Does he get a nice crunch?
Let's see how crunchy he gets. Pretty crunchy. She'll take 25 force damage as he starts to squeeze. So far she seems to be doing pretty good still. Looking fine.
But how's he looking?
He looks unfazed by what you guys are doing.
He is devastated because I stabbed him with a crossbow bolt. He's devastated. I would like his appearance to reflect that. Thank you.
Clover,
Now it's my turn.
now it's your turn.
Okay, how am I doing with the handle?
It is nice and bright and red. You'd have to roll another performance check to see if it would start to melt or not.
32.
Good job. You see it start to lose shape and sag as it's beginning to melt. So you melt the doorknob enough and it goops off the door.
I'm gonna cool the metal.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
I perceive it getting colder.
30.
Alright. It starts to cool and is now a dim red.
So I'm just trying to cool it.
Okay.
I don't know how many actions I've taken.
You've taken 2.
Okay. And then I'm gonna look over at Daddy and Avari. How we doing over there?
Dad seems unfazed. He has a little bit of blood dribbling from his shoulder that he pulled a bolt out of. But other than that, he seems fine.
I'm gonna summon water around his head.
Alright. Okay, you roll a performance check.
30.
30. Alright, you form a globe of water around his head.
How's he reacting to that?
He doesn't.
Seriously?
Mhm.
He's still going?
Yeah.
Does he look at me? Seriously?
Seriously.
What the fuck? Does Avari react to that?
Her back's to you. I guess so's his. She's currently getting a very tight hug,
Yeah.
so not that you can tell. She can't really even see it herself, so no.
Okay, well, he has a globe of water around his head. That's my last action. Apparently, it's not drowning him, which was the point.
Yeah, how dare he not immediately drown as soon as his head's underwater.
Yeah, it's fair.
How dare his lungs have capacity.
Alrighty, it is Hate's turn. See if she can get out of the grapple. She does not. And she only has one more action because she's slowed 1. And she still does not get out of the grapple.
I'm trying, friendo.
Varian.
Yeah, I'm gonna skirmish strike 2 more times to reach the bar.
Okay.
And both of those miss. I would like to inspect the bar with my last action to see if there's anything that looks like a hidden lever or anything that might move.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Fucking hell. 34.
Alright, as you inspect the bar, nothing seems to jump out at you as a hidden lever or anything.
I don't see anything that looks like it might move. Any compartments or like seams in the countertop or on the wall that look like something might slide.
Nope.
So helpful, Clover. Just the bar has a thing behind it. Anyway, that's me.
Okay.
Can't do shit.
You're doing a lot.
Not really.
You're doing more than you think. Anyway, let's move on to Plo, who is currently drowning
Good.
and giving Avari a nice hug. He's going to not be concerned with the water and continue to hug Avari.
It's a good hug. He just wants to keep hugging. Get those snuggles in.
And just hits. Avari will take 24 force damage and is still grappled. Clover.
Avari looks like she's struggling to get out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How far away are they?
About 20 feet now, since you moved towards the door.
Can I try and freeze the ice around Daddy-O's head?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay, roll a performance check.
Sure. 31.
Alright, you see the water start to cloud and turn solid.
Is he still moving?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird and suspicious. Okay, and then I'm going to move over to Avari and Dad.
Okay.
Can I summon a piece of wood in my father's hands that might fuck up his grip?
You could certainly try.
Okay. Big enough to break the hold.
Did you add a T to certainly? You said certainly.
I will say words however I want to. Negative hero point for you, sir.
31.
Alright, nothing happens.
Bums.
So, all right. Well, that's all my stuff.
Okay.
I moved over. I tried to summon a twig. I'm probably within about 5 feet of them, and his head is ice.
He's Mysterio now.
Yes.
Alright. Hate. She's going to use her Shadow Bind. And Clover, you see tendrils come out of your father's shadow and start wrapping around his legs and extending up towards his arms and trying to wiggle their way in between any gaps they can find.
Okay, cool.
And then she's going to spend her last action to try and get out of the grapple. And she does not.
My God, Lavari. Where's Brother Jug when you need him?
Where is Brother Jug?
I don't know.
Varian,
Yeah.
what you doing?
I am going to inspect the bar again to see if there's anything that looks out of place or movable. You know, like in the old cartoons where you could see what part of the wall was clearly animated because something was going to happen? Yeah, it's like that.
Alright, roll a perception check.
35.
Alright, you notice that all the glasses and alcohol bottles seem to be movable.
You know what? You know what I'd like to do with my actions? If I'm going to get fucking killed by this jackass, I'm going to make sure he can't celebrate afterwards, so I'm going to knock all this shit off. I'm going to fucking clear the bar. You know what? Fuck this guy and his drinks.
And Jordash took that personally.
If they're movable, Ken, I'm going to fucking move all of them to the fucking ground. Happy birthday to the ground.
This ain't my dad. This is Chloe's dad. Happy birthday to the ground.
I threw him on the ground.
Alright, so you spend your last 2 actions clearing off the bar.
Yep, just fucking clotheslining the bar and knocking everything the fuck off.
Okay.
Now the bar is nice and clear, and I can inspect it properly next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Alright, you do that.
Let's see what your fucking
You have made a
sass is,
classy, alcoholic-y mess everywhere.
Good. It's what I wanted. And as I do that, I would like to think something.
What would you like to think?
I would like to think towards Abraxas and what those bitches call a prayer. And I would like to think, all right, you allegedly almighty son of a bitch.
What a way to start a prayer. Asking for maybe help.
You had to have your witness manipulate me to pull him into the ethereal plane so he could try and rip it open. You have one of your apostles here fighting for their life, another unconscious outside, and a third missing. 2 of them killed by the man in this room, potentially. If you're going to help your apostle and stop them from hurting Clover, who you seem to have an interest in, show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
Says the one who invited the witness to go to the ethereal
I
plane
was
with him.
manipulated. I was a confused gay man looking for his husband. And I was taken advantage of.
Will you come with me and help? Sure. I've been manipulated.
I mean, it was very off key. He was like, "Hey, you want to come?" And the witness was like, "Hey, yeah,
Sure.
yeah, I do." There was no.
I was trying to stop agony.
Oh my god, this is hysterical. Okay.
And then he took advantage of the situation. I was taken advantage of.
That was an amazing prayer.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, that was my thought as I do this bullshit.
Okay.
My prayer thought.
Alright, you pray the spicy prayer. And it is Aldous' turn. He will let go of hate and punch the ice globe around his head.
Fail, fail, fail.
What is your DC, Clover?
29.
Okay. As he punches it the first time, it begins to crack, and he will punch it again, and it shatters and falls off his head.
Shatters his head. He just punches his own head off. Because he hit so hard, right?
Does he look mad?
He does look mad.
Yeah.
He will spend his last action to grab Avari by the hair and knee her in the back of the head.
Father of the year.
If he hits... Oh, Oh, he missed.
Avari stumbled forward.
Yay, Mari!
Hooray!
Woo!
Right, so he is a little disoriented as his head just got frozen and swipes where he thinks Avari is, but she's a little shorter and he just dropped her, so he misses her hair by a couple inches. Clover, it is your turn.
Alright. Clover's gonna summon fire in both of her hands.
Okay.
Then she's going to run around to the back of her father, jump on his back, and put her hands over his eyes.
That is a whole lot of actions.
3? That's all of them.
It's all of them.
That's all 3.
It's all 3.
Fire, 1. Run, 2.
Jump.
The jump attack, 3.
Yes.
Alright, roll to... Roll to hit.
33.
Alright, that misses.
Shit.
Remember, it's 40.
Well, I know, but she's still trying.
I know.
Alright, so you go to jump up on his back and burn him, monkey style, and he grabs your arm as you go to burn his face and peels you off him and drops you on the ground.
Okay. I don't take any damage.
No, it's not high enough of a fall.
Okay. So I'm on the ground, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great.
Grab his ankles.
Yeah,
Burn his ankles.
I might.
I'll burn
I was
something.
thinking about it.
Again, his testicles are right there. Make sure you don't get any more siblings.
It is Hate's turn. She's going to turn and slash at him with her sword.
These guys are fighting for their life, and I'm just over here ransacking the place.
We hear a bunch of bottles breaking while this happens. The smell of alcohol. I sure hope Clover doesn't start a fire in here.
I do. It's all burn.
Burn it to the ground. Ooh, that hits by 1. Your father will take 30 slashing damage as she cuts across his chest. And she is going to use her backslash and attack again without taking a map. And critically hits. Oof. Right, and as she backslashes up across his torso, she catches a little bit of his chin and face. And the second one seems to be a much deeper cut. Her last action, she's going to try and shoot him. Oof. And misses. Varian.
That's me. I would like to re-inspect the bar now that it is clear of distractions.
Now that he's made a cocktail on the floor.
Checking all the nooks and crannies and crevices and along the seams of the edge of the bar and underneath. And I don't know if there's cabinets, but we'll just open those bitches up and see what's in there.
Alright, roll a perception check.
38.
You see a circular break in the glass on one of the back mirrors of the bar.
Like a hidden kind of button.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go press it.
Right, you push in
Let me
and
go push.
you hear cogs start to click and whirl behind, and the bar splits in half and opens, and there's a large 2-door, double-door opening into a hallway.
What's in this hallway? Is it well lit? Are there people?
There are no people. It is dimly lit by soft blue lights, and it continues further than what you can see.
It just goes forever?
No, it slightly curves to the left and down.
Are there doors on either side at all of this hall?
Nope.
It's just a open hall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know. That probably was all my actions. I don't know how you would quantify the investigation / like feeling around.
Do investigation as 1, and the activation of button as 1.
He does want me to go in.
Do I?
Probably.
Is it a trap?
Probably. Everything you do is a trap.
Nuh-uh.
Varian will turn and look to see if he's garnered the attention of Fuckface.
You see Aldous glaring at you, but can't seem to pull himself away from Hate.
I don't know. Maybe Perth's down there. Maybe I can't do shit against Perth either.
Surprise, he's even worse.
Probably. Varian will quick draw and shoot at Papa for his last one.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck you.
Just to see how things go this next bit of the round. And if we should mosey on down this hall together as a family. God damn it, that's so close. 38.
That is pretty close. But that misses.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, that's me.
Alrighty. It is Otis's turn. He is going to try and uppercut Hate. And succeeds. And she'll take 25 bludgeoning damage. And as he finishes uppercutting her, he's going to go and try and grab her neck. That's a d12. I should roll with a d20.
No, just roll the d12.
And grabs her neck. And for his last action, he will begin to squeeze. Anaconda squeeze. Giving her the good old Porter method. Take 19 points of force damage as she begins to suffocate. Clover.
Is it an action to get up?
Yes, because he has little feet that makes it not an action. So yes.
Okay. Clover is going to get up. That arm is extended, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Going to produce flame in both my hands and grab his arm.
Okay. Roll to hit.
35.
So you grab his arm, and the flames don't seem to bother him much, if at all, right now.
The fuck? Okay, well, I'm gonna do the only successful thing that's been happening otherwise is letting go and then summoning water around his head.
Roll a performance check.
33.
Water starts to form around his head.
The only thing that's working for me. I'm trying, Avari, to help. Alright, cool. Just standing right there.
Hate is going to try and stab him in the torso. Take 22 piercing damage. And she's going to shoot while her sword's in him.
Nice.
It's a good plan.
So would you even have to roll the hit? Because it's in him?
No, I'm just going to roll damage.
Nice.
And he's going to do another 32 bludgeoning damage. As there is now a basketball-sized hole in his chest.
Hey, she did make him like Nash.
Doesn't quite go all the way through like Nash's does, but she's getting there.
She just has to pull the trigger one more time. Just gore him out.
That was 2 attacks. She is going to try and stab her sword in deeper. That just hits.
That's good. If you guys are done with that, you want to come down this hallway I found?
Do 31 piercing damage as she pushes her sword in deeper into his chest. Varian, it is your turn.
Well, I'm useless here. I'm gonna try and be productive, and he seems to not have wanted me to go towards the bar. So I'm going to head down the hall.
Okay.
Okay.
How far down the hall are you going to head?
I'm going to move down the hall enough to be able to look around the corner where it curves.
You move far enough in to where you can see the curve, and you see about 50 feet down there is a door.
What kind of door? Just a regular door? A double door?
It looks like a singular wooden door.
Is there anything ornate about it, or is it plain as fuck?
Seems pretty plain.
I see. How far down do I have to move to see around the bend?
25 feet.
Okay, so I only used one action to move down there. Can I still see them having their fight if I look back?
No, but you can see into the room.
It's not time to split the party, I don't think. Varian will use his other action to move back to the room, and his last action to try and help a little bit and see if he can natty 20 and shoot him.
Okay.
Probably unlikely, but hey, 4 damage is more than 0 damage.
It is. That could be the difference between him dying or not.
Fucking hell, I rolled a 19.
So close.
Do I see Varian return?
You never saw him leave.
Okay, so I still think he's there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You just see occasional bolts fly towards your dad and miss.
Yeah, your dad's a squirrely one. It's hard to pin down.
Yeah.
So I realized because of my feat that it gives me a +2 circumstance bonus because I marked him as my prey. So that's a 41, so that actually hits.
Jesus fuck.
Good jump.
Another 7.
All right, you shoot him in the shoulder, and the bolt sinks in about an inch.
Alright. That's it. That's all my movements.
Okay.
And an action.
It is his turn. He's going to ignore the bolt and continue to give Hate the porter treatment.
Trying to help, friendo.
31 force damage. And now I have to math because I'm breaking into a different bracket of numbers. That'll be his turn. Clover.
Well, I'm not gonna freeze it this time. So
You sure?
Yes. I'm gonna keep the water around his head, and I'm gonna take a few steps back and look over at the bar.
The mess of a bar.
What's Varian doing when I look over?
I have a crossbow in my hand and I just shot your father.
Farron, get the kids out.
Are they down here?
They were in the courtyard.
Varian will look towards the door
You see a door?
with the melted handle.
I cooled the metal.
Yeah. This doesn't mean it wasn't melted. What about down here?
I don't think you're gonna find anything fun down there.
You might find everything fun down there. Like your husband.
Yeah, I already know that's not true.
I think that's where they killed Nash.
Right. Varian looks towards the door and waits for his turn.
Okay, so I'm talking.
Guess I'm gonna fight Rife.
I am going to...
Can she see his lungs, Kenan?
Yeah, can I see his lungs? He hates you right now.
Yeah, you can see some fleshy bits rising and falling as he breathes in the hole.
There you go. Come on, Nightcrawler, you can see it now.
Can I try
Teleport
and
there.
fill them with water?
You can sure attempt to, yeah.
I'm going to attempt to.
Alrighty. Roll a performance check.
Yeah. 28.
Alrighty. He doesn't seem to react, so you don't know if you're succeeding or not.
Okay. Clover's going to put her hand in his chest and squeeze his organs.
Which organ? And there's currently a blade in his chest.
Not in his whole
It's
chest.
not in his whole chest.
She can reach in there and touch some other bits.
Exactly. It's not his whole chest.
Well,
but I'm
what-
just reminding you that there is currently another object in the hole.
What organs are available?
You could grab what's left of his liver. You could grab a chunk of his lower lung.
All right.
Could pull on his ribs.
Sure. I am going to grab his lower lung and try and freeze it.
Rude. But roll a performance check.
Sure. 29?
Okay.
I'm getting creative.
You are. You are indeed so creative. Many create. You feel the temperature of his lung start to drop a little bit. It is a little cooler to the touch, but it's not freezing.
Is he struggling?
No.
It's having no effect on him.
He is currently very preoccupied.
All right, well, he'll do internal damage eventually. Good thing Clover knows her organs.
He is meta-wise rage blinded, so
Oh, gotcha. Cool. All right, well, that's all I can do.
The adrenaline pumping.
Yeah, I guess I'm just crouching there with my hand in my dad's chest, trying to freeze his lungs with water around his head. This is going great.
okay.
Love it.
Ready.
Love it. Like it.
It is Hate's turn. She's gonna make sure the wound's fatal, as in scream and twist the blade.
Ah, yes.
It's the only way it's fatal if you get stabbed. And as she twists, she's going to angle it up,
Pop, pop.
and fire.
Pop, pop on pop.
I have questions for him, so it would be nice if he didn't just auto die.
Well, I can help with that. I can just yank his soul
Well, that's fair.
and be like, all right, talk soul.
That's fair.
Do 40 piercing damage as she explodes a chunk of his ribs out and exposes more of his lungs and a little bit of his heart. She is going to pull her sword out and slash at his inner leg, try and get him to drop to a knee. And that hits. We'll do 30 slashing damage.
How is he looking?
It's looking a little rough
Yeah.
as his inner leg starts to bleed. That's her turn, because she still only has 2 actions. Varian.
I will move towards the door. And I'm assuming I get there within 1 movement. Because I assume it's less than 40 feet away.
If your movement is 40 feet, it is indeed less than 40 feet away.
Then I will do 1 movement to get to the door.
Okay.
And I will try and grip into the doorknob handle hole to pull the door.
Roll perception check.
38.
Alright, you see the edges of this melted handle still slightly red.
I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out a dagger that I have.
Okay.
And I'm going to stick the dagger in the door handle hole and angle it and then try and pull. So I don't have to personally touch any warm metal. To see if I can even get the door open that way or if it's still wedged shut somehow.
Alright, you roll a performance check.
Plus 15. 26.
6. You're able to get a good angle with your dagger, and you hear the sound of a small metal piece dropping inside the door mechanism, and the door budges a little, but it is still closed by something. It's catching on something.
That's probably something on the outside you put on the door. Alright. That was 2 of my actions. I'll try and pull it again for my last action.
Roll an athletics check.
Roll poorly. 28.
Alright, you are able to get the door to give a little, but it's not opening.
Not enough that I can grip the side of the door and pull it the rest of the way with my bare hands.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Alright, well that was all my actions, so I can't do anything else right now.
Okay. It is Daddy's turn. Daddy. I need Hate and Clover to roll a will save.
Oh. 35.
Okay, 35 for you. And a natural 20 for Hate. Clover, you are feared.
Cool.
So you must spend at least 1 action moving your full distance away.
Okay. My full distance is the hall, isn't it? You're a fucking bastard.
And then he's going to let go of Hate's throat and try and punch her in the face. And I got another natural 20. Hate's going to take 84 bludgeoning damage
Holy shit.
as he breaks her nose and concaves a little bit of her cheekbones. She's also not looking the best. Clover.
Well, you ruined my plans. So I'm gonna let go of his lungs. Does the water stay?
You don't automatically lose concentration unless if you are incapacitated or die, but I will need you to roll a fortitude save.
Okay. 24.
Alright, you're able to maintain concentration.
And you did say that I'm frightened 3.
You are frightened 3 and fleeing 1.
So I have to spend each of my actions trying to escape, which means that I go almost all the entire fucking way down that hall. So Clover is running down the hall. How close to that door do I get, Kenan?
You are 15 feet away.
Okay, so Clover stops in the hallway looking around because she recognizes this from her dream, but she's also terrified right now, so it's great. Cool.
Can I see her do this?
Yep.
Okay.
Hate's turn. She's going to use Grim Tendrils as shadowy tendrils shoot from her hand and into Aldous. He needs to make a fortitude save.
He doesn't need to. He could just succumb.
He passed, but he'll only take half damage and no persistent bleed. So he'll take 1 negative damage.
Wow.
And seeing how that didn't really affect him, she's going to go back to slashing with her sword. And this is Varian. Das, your turn.
Alright, well, seeing Clover run down there when she didn't seem like she wanted to go down there, Varian's gonna follow her, so he's gonna use all 3 of his actions to run down the hall after her and try and grab her.
Alrighty, you follow after Clover.
Do I catch up to her? I have a 40 movement.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I fully caught up to her.
You could catch her in 2 actions instead of all 3.
Oh, well, I'll do that. Clover, what are you doing?
What? No.
Why are you down here?
I have to get away.
No.
Yes, no,
You don't.
I
don't.
I have to get away.
You don't.
I'm just really scared right now. I can see it. See him. I need to get away.
You are.
Oh, he's hurting her.
We need to stop him.
I can't see him. You have to stop him. I'll stay here.
Perfection. Have another hero point.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
We came here to stop him together. Come on.
No, I'm too scared.
He did something to you, didn't he?
No,
Breathe.
I am breathing.
Just breathe.
Go stop him before he kills her.
What's on the other side of this door?
I don't know if my dream is accurate, but not a good place.
Is it Perth?
Probably.
You can't go in there.
I can't go that way, though, and she is dying, so you have to go. I'll be okay for like 5 minutes. Please, go save her, please.
Don't move from this spot.
From this spot. Right, I'm too scared anyway.
Don't go through that door.
Not touching the door, right? Okay, promise. Not touching it. You have to go save her.
Do I believe her that she won't touch the door and keep running?
I don't know, do you?
No. Varian's gonna move around towards the door and block it.
Do I look like I'm gonna touch that door? It's really scary.
You're being manipulated right now. You might.
Oh, I'm Varian, I'm not the one in trouble right now. Go save her. Did you see her face? Go save her.
How close do you get to the door, Varian?
I don't get in front of the door, I just block her.
I know, but moving around.
I'm just on the other side of her. So if she was 15 feet away, I guess I'd be 13 or 14 feet away.
Okay. Just double checking.
And I'm gonna stand at the ready to try and block her if she tries to go around me.
Go save her, please. It's not fair. I know that we're here because of her, but it's not fair if she dies because of me. I'm so scared.
She was the one that chose to come in here, despite your protests. So it's not your fault. And also I used up all my actions. The last one was moving around you. So I can't.
Hero point.
You don't get to throw those out. I do. Hero point.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So that was my turn.
Okay.
So stuff happens out there because we can't see it.
Yep. Let me...
He's gonna make stuff happen.
He's gonna metal-wise.
Once again,
Let's see if things happen.
a fight is going on and we can't see it.
Oh, you roll like shit. Alright, so that missed. Even worse. Oh my god, I rolled under a 9 every roll. Alright, so he does nothing. Clover, it's your turn.
Question.
Answer.
Am I still fleeing?
You're not
It
fleeing
should
anymore.
decrease. Everything should decrease 1.
Okay, so I'm still frightened too, though. So I'm still terrified.
No, you're scaring me. Can you just go save her real quick? I'm not moving. Look, I'm not moving to the door. Towards the door. I'm right here. Look at me. I'm not moving. I'm just really scared.
Clover,
Look, I'm ready.
And she's gonna produce flame in her hand.
Okay.
Go save her.
Come with me.
I can't. No, I can't. I won't. No.
Okay, well, I can't do anything. It's not my turn. So.
I produced flame.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying where I'm at
Okay.
because I'm terrified.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Its turn.
Is the water still around his head?
Should she roll?
You want to
Roll a
roll?
fortitude save.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Because it's been up there for a while, and I just rolled like shit, so that's a 23.
I mean, the 24 kept it there.
Yep.
Is he
Alright.
drowning?
Is he?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
There we go. Jesus Christ. 43 slashing damage. 36 slashing damage. Varian.
Yo, yo, yo.
Your turn.
You swear you won't move?
I swear on Asphalt.
Okay. Varian will move around her.
Get in.
So dramatic.
Varian will move around her. Back into the... Well, not back into the hall. It's still the same hall. But back towards the room until he can see... Douchebag Daddy. What's the scene look like now that it's been 12 seconds?
He has a very deep gash down his side, and then another gash from the opening in his chest down towards his groin.
Nice. Well, I'm going to try and shoost him. The shoosting.
The Schustin.
The shoosting begin. That is... With my mod, 41 again.
That hits.
Yay, I can help, maybe.
I'm helping.
I am helping. Ooh, 9. That's better.
5.
Killing blow. Oops.
I did! Again.
Pull a chest.
He still has water around his head, too.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, and then I'm gonna shoot one more time.
Let me math first.
0. Kennen, he's dead. I got the killing blow. I just want to shoot the body.
Okay.
And that misses, because I rolled a 12, and +2 does not help that.
No, it does not.
Alright,
He is looking in very bad shape.
that's nice. How's Avari looking?
In bad shape.
But not very bad shape.
Not very bad shape.
Okay.
It is his turn. He is going to slam his fist down on her collarbone. Fucking missed. Alright, so he hits her armor. He's going to attempt to grab her throat again. And I rolled worse. Given his current state, he's not the most accurate anymore, and he is able to move out of the way before he can grab her neck. Clover, your turn.
Okay. So I have to go through this round to stride one before it goes away.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to crouch and dismiss the fire and hold her face because she's really freaking out
Okay.
because she's feared and she's just trying to calm her breathing and is not moving towards the door as Varian told her not.
Okay. Roll a fortitude save.
27.
Okay. Its turn. He's gonna slash at Papa Barrows. Ooh. She crits. 72 points of slashing damage. And drives her sword up through the bottom of his chin. He's going to spend the last action to pull the trigger. And she missed. Right. So her gun does not go off. However, Father has a sword in his brain and is currently not alive. You are no longer in combat.
Varian's gonna run up towards Avari.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Varian's gonna reach out towards the body and see if there's a soul he can pull out.
Alright. Are you attempting to pull soul out?
Yeah?
Nothing comes out.
You just killed him, right?
Think so.
Why isn't his soul here?
Maybe it's stored somewhere else. I don't know.
Stored somewhere else.
What, you never heard of that before?
Have you?
Yeah?
Varian gives her a look, and then looks back down the hall. Clover. And Varian will run down there towards Clover.
I'm nervous.
Alright. You run after Clover?
Clover,
Am I still where I was?
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
get away from the door. Come here.
Okay.
She's gonna rush towards Varian.
Varian will grab her and bring her back out to the room.
Grab me how?
Like by your, probably by your hand or by your arm.
Okay.
Like help hurry you along away from that door.
So we come out. What?
And you see things.
What's the status of, the dad?
Your dad is standing there. Arms seem limp. There is a sword through his jaw into his brain. And Avari is crouched, catching her breath.
I couldn't pull out his soul. I don't know what's going on.
Clover is going to approach the dead but standing body and squint at it.
Okay.
He's dead.
You don't see any rise or fall from the exposed lung. Don't see any beating of what's exposed of his heart.
Okay. Clover's just gonna stand there for a moment and stare.
You never cared about me. Or them. I hope wherever you go, you suffer as much as we all did. Even just a fraction of it. You can't control me anymore. Just like you could never control yourself. I am so much more than you allowed me to be.
So she is going to inhale and look down at Hate and then crouch quickly and grab out her med kit and start treating Avari.
Okay.
Varian is going to pull out his other bow, his magic bow, and see if it still can't do anything.
It still does not activate.
This isn't done.
There's still something here that's blocking magic. Is Perth through that door?
If he was here, he'd probably be there. But I also don't know what Rife is doing with the kids outside.
I think we should probably prioritize the kids.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Yeah.
Is Avari letting me treat her?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So I'm treating her wounds for 10 minutes.
Okay, you're doing a regular treat wounds.
We're not in combat.
So we have 10 minutes while Rife fucks with the kids.
Varian, I need you to go outside, and I have to treat her. She's looking really bad. I need you to go help, and we'll be there as soon.
What can that orc do?
He's really strong.
Does he have any abilities of his own?
Not as far as I know. He's just really strong.
Okay, well, I can't use my bow. And no magic seems to be working. I don't know.
You're probably faster than he is. The kids will probably also turn on him if you convince them that they can trust you. Crumbs, you're bleeding a lot. Hold still.
Varian's gonna move over to the door and pull back out his dagger and go back to trying to pull open the door.
Alright, roll a athletics check.
29?
You're able to pry it open enough to get your fingies in, if you want.
Sure. That'll probably be easier to try and pry it open. And I'm gonna try and pry it open again then with my fingies.
Okay, roll an athletics check.
37.
Ooh. As you use your fingies, you hear the bending of metal, and then something on the other side snaps, and the door flies open.
Alright. Look out into the hallway.
Roll a perception check.
29?
29. You don't see any rife. You also don't hear any sounds of kids playing.
Varian will take out his non-magic crossbow and start to proceed down that way, looking around for signs of movement.
Okay.
Okay.
As you make your way down back the way you came, you headed towards the courtyard.
Yeah.
Right, as you open the door to the courtyard, roll a perception check.
Another 29.
For a second, you feel like you might have taken a wrong turn, as the courtyard doesn't look the way it did. It is set up in a more open, circular shape with seating along the edges. There's bloodstains all over the stone. No kids anywhere. No playground or toys to play with.
It's like a cage because there's a gate around it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. There's another hallway on the other side, isn't there?
Of the courtyard?
No, from when we entered in there, we went down the hall to the left, right?
Yeah.
So what is there another hall to the right?
It's the same hall.
It's the
but
same
you can
hall,
keep
but it goes to
going.
the right, yeah. And that's where the rooms are supposed to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I don't see anyone down there.
Mm-mm.
How many doors do I see down that hall?
You just see the one.
All the way at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Varian will proceed that way.
Alrighty.
Open that door when I get to it.
Get to that door. It is a singular, very large room with a bunch of bunks. Not the most well-maintained, but the room's empty of children or Rife.
And there was nowhere else to go in this hall except for to the office or out to the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the 3 spots I can get. Okay. So I'd have to go out to the courtyard and out the front to see.
Yep.
As far as I can tell, those are the only paths.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Varian will go out to the courtyard.
Okay.
And then the only other spot there is back to the front where I left What's-Her-Face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So I will go back that way and open that door.
Alright, as you make your way through the courtyard, nothing happens.
Okay. It's like touching the grass.
And you get to the other side and go back to Ruby.
Is she still there? Unconscious?
Mm-hmm. Still all rooted up. What the fuck? You guys are still alive?
Yes. Where did Rife take the kids?
She spits at you.
Varian is just going to...
Sorry.
Varian is just going to kneel down in front of her and get right in front of her face.
Just gonna spit in your face.
Cute. Would you like to see what we did to Mr. Barrows?
No. No, I would not.
Where did Rife take the kids?
You can go fuck yourself.
Varian is going to take his dagger out.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Is there... The roots aren't completely covering her. There's spots in between, right?
Hmm?
So on her right side, Varian is just going to slide the dagger in between 2 ribs.
Mm.
Where did he take the kids?
She spits a little bit of blood in your face.
Varian will twist it a little.
No.
He took them to your mom's house.
I don't even have a mother. He twists it more.
Well, then I don't know where he took them.
See, that's the sad thing. I can't tell if you're lying or not. And if you genuinely don't know, well, I don't see the point to keeping you alive. You know there is an afterlife. But if I kill you, you won't be going there.
That's intimidating as fuck.
My afterlife's already been promised, Eladrin.
We'll see if they can stop me from destroying your soul then. Varian's gonna harvest her soul.
Okay. Nothing comes out.
Who did you make a deal with?
She spits in your face again.
I should have kept her soul the last time. Well, I guess I should make sure that you continue to live then. Varian will extract his blade.
Now she's bleeding out.
I'll see how uncomfortable I can make you while keeping you alive.
I appreciate it.
Varian will get back up and leave her there. He's gonna check the front.
Okay.
Nothing?
Check the front office area. Don't see anything.
What time is it?
Mid-afternoon-ish.
Not 4 o'clock yet? Okay. Varian will walk past her again back into the courtyard and start looking around to see if there's some sort of other hidden pathway somewhere, maybe in the stone.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
33?
You see along the edge of the left side of the arena, if you will, there is a narrow pathway behind one of the rock walls that leads up into the seating area.
Is it so narrow that an orc couldn't fit, a muscly orc couldn't fit through it?
No.
So he could fit through it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd just more be single file.
Varian will proceed cautiously down there with his crossbow, looking around, listening as he moves for any sound of children screaming or brute orc brooding.
Alright, you go up the stairs into the seating area.
I'm assuming there's nothing. It's just the seating area
Yep.
that can see the courtyard.
Yep.
Varian will go back down and go back into the hallway that leads to either the bunk room or the office.
Okay.
Varian will make his way back to the office and check on Clover and Avari.
Okay. Clover.
After, 6 minutes of silent treating, her eyes will wander over to the standing, creepy corpse of her father, and then back to Avari. But she's concentrating on the wound, and she is going to say, "Sorry he hurt you so much."
He was tougher than I was expecting, but, I'll be fine. I've been through much worse than this.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
It wasn't your fault.
No, but that doesn't sound pleasant.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
I should probably roll for how much I heal her, huh?
Probably.
$44 hit points.
Clover, while you were tending to Hate's wounds, even though the fight is over, you still feel a sense of unease in the air. Well, seems like you were telling the truth. Sorry?
I mean, I'm not the greatest at explaining, so
What's your deal?
what do you mean?
Well, you seem like a nice person, but you also killed a bunch of people, but then maybe you didn't. If you're telling the truth about this, maybe you're...
I fell asleep in the tavern, and then the next thing I knew, I was being blown out the side of the wall. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Well, if it's any comfort to you, I won't take you back to love.
I appreciate that.
Varian, you get back?
Varian will walk through the door, look at them, and go, "I can't find where I fool the kids."
Crumbs.
Whatever illusion magic they were using is gone. The courtyard is very unpleasant.
Oh, so it's normal again.
What kind of god did they make a deal with?
What do you mean?
Your father's soul wasn't in his body. Ruby's alive. I tried to pull her soul out. Nothing happened.
They don't have souls?
I pulled Ruby's soul out earlier. You made me put it back.
Sorry?
Whatever they made a deal with has their souls, which means your father's still out there somewhere. And they're powerful enough to take their souls and keep them alive. So who are they working for? She said her afterlife was promised to her. Open question. Hate can chime in too if she wants. If she knows any other beings.
Clover, you hear...
Clover, your actions will cost the lives of everyone here, Clover. How very noble.
In her head, Clover is going to say, "Where are you hiding?"
Roll a perception check.
24.
Don't get a response.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay.
Cool. 33?
You hear a very soft, monotonous mumble in the back of your mind. Almost like a chant. And the only bit you can make out is accept, blood, and aisle.
Like one person is saying it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Perth's voice?
Mm-hmm.
Clover scrunches her brows together and finishes up Avari and puts her med pack back in her bag.
He's chanting something.
What is he chanting?
Accept blood aisle. That's all I heard.
Isle. Like I will, or isle, as in island.
I don't know. But she's not really in the greatest condition. But I don't know if he's gonna kill you if we go through that hall.
I don't know either, but they're interfering with magic. I probably can't shift.
That's probably us. Well, our technology. Just find the button.
The button.
Yeah, whatever they use to turn on the jammer. Just hit it and turn it off.
The button.
What does the jammer look like?
It comes in different shapes. Depends what variation they got.
Varian will walk towards the desk.
Okay.
Because that's where he was before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he'll start inspecting the desk.
Didn't Ruby hit a button when we got here?
She did. Checking here too, just in case.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah, 20.
Good job. You see a very ornate inlaying metal button into the bottom of the desk. It doesn't seem to be activated though.
There is a button, but it doesn't look like it's on. Should I press it?
Have I ever seen Perth hit that button?
Mm-mm.
Clover looks distastefully at the desk. I don't know.
I'll go press the other button. See if my magic comes back.
Okay.
Varian will get up from the desk and move out of the room again, down the hall, across the courtyard, over Ruby, out into the front.
She grunts at you as you move past her.
I stop in front of her and look at her and I spit on her.
Move to her desk.
And I look for that button I saw her hit.
Alright, You see another ornate inlaid metal button that's lit up blue.
I will press it.
Right, it turns off.
I will pull out my bow,
Okay.
and I will try and shoot an arrow at the wall
Right,
with the
yeah.
magic key.
Forms an arrow and shoots into the wall.
The entire time. That's all we had to do. Holy shit.
Could have walked back and just turned
My
that off.
God. Holy fucking shit. She blocked magic right when we got there.
Yep, that's all it did.
Meanwhile, Clover is going to approach her father and cross her arms and just stare at him,
Okay.
feeling pretty uneasy.
Hate will struggle bust her way to her feet and rip the sword out of his face. While you do that, Clover, roll a perception check.
24.
You notice that the blood pooling around your father seems to be flowing towards the secret hallway.
Is Afari's as well?
Yes.
Clover freezes and looks down at the blood and then looks back at Afari. Something's not right.
Is there more?
I have to go down there. Just stay here for a second. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't think it's good. I have to go fix it.
Clover, no, you can't go by yourself.
But you're wounded. Just tell Varian I'll be right back.
And Clover is going to inhale and start sprinting down the hallway towards the door.
As you do that, roll a perception check.
22.
You hear the rustling sounds of what you can assume to be Avari trying to get up. As you move down the hallway, Clover, and you get within 10 feet of the door, you start hearing a thumping in your ears that starts off soft and gets close to deafening
Okay.
the closer you get to the door.
What kind of thumping?
Like a heartbeat.
Okay. So I can't really hear anything else.
In between the thumps you can, but
But then my ears are ringing.
Mhm.
Okay. Clover is gonna be brave and open the door.
Alrighty. You open the door, roll a perception check.
I am going to use a hero point. 36.
Right, you see a very crude, chiseled out room that extends about 50 feet long, 30 feet wide. You also see kids laying on their backs in a 10 by 5 line with their ribs splayed out, missing their hearts, and what looks to be runes written in blood around them. And at the front of this, you see a very thin man resting on his knees with his head bowed, with his arms lifted up, one arm holding onto his right wrist and the wrist holding a beating heart. And there's blood dripping down his arms. And it looks like more sigils written in blood around this figure. And you notice that the blood seems to be moving towards a golden statue that's been carved out of the earth and coated in gold, that has a semi-humanoidal shape. Their face has a half of a face growing out of it, multiple eyes dotted around where their face would be, 2 arms. Looks like their legs were chiseled in a dangling shape, and they have 4 what look to be spider-like tendrils protruding out of their back, bracing themselves up against the sides of the room. And there's just mounds and mounds of gems and gold piled up around this figure.
Clover, staring at the horror in front of her, is going to start stumbling forward towards Perth, looking at the faces of the dead kids. Do I recognize any of the fallen?
Roll a perception check.
21.
The first few you pass don't seem similar, but you recognize a couple of them as you move past more and more. Varian.
So Varian returns to Perth / Papa Clo's quote-unquote office.
As you return, you roll a perception check.
26.
You see Avari standing, hunched over, bracing herself on her knees. Clover's nowhere to be seen. And you also notice that the blood that has been pooling is flowing towards the secret tunnel hallway area.
Hate. Where's Clover?
She went into the bad place.
Stay there. Varian's gonna run towards the hallway and down the hallway.
I'm coming too.
You're in no shape. Varian will keep running and ignore anything else she says. Varian will pull his bow and head forward towards the door.
Alright, as you head towards the door, Varian, roll a perception check.
36.
You hear the sounds of someone struggling to stumble after you.
Varian will stop and look back and probably see Avari. Am I?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep. I'm coming.
Just... Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Varian will continue forward
Okay.
to the room.
Clover is going to... Does anyone notice me?
There's only one alive person and they're preoccupied.
So Clover, with tears pouring from her face, is going to produce flame in both of her hands and walk behind Perth. Does he notice me?
If he does, he doesn't seem to care. However, as you get closer, you hear him mumbling, "Accept the sacrifice of this blood offering, Malile." And just over and over.
Do I catch up to her? Because I don't just walk slowly.
Yeah. As you get within 10 feet of the door, though, you start hearing the thumping. And it gets louder and louder as you get closer to the door. And then as you enter the room, it is deafening.
Let me see this beautiful scene.
Clover, you notice that the thumping in your ears is timed with the beating heart in Perth's hand.
I am going to say burn, and I'm going to put both of my hands on his face
How?
from behind, like
Okay.
cupping both sides of his face.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
Hero point.
That's your last one.
Last one.
I am aware. Thank you very much. It's 18 plus 18.
36.
36, baby.
Alright, you burn his face. And roll a perception check.
33.
He almost seems to catch fire a little too quickly.
Okay.
He was rolling around in the alcohol.
Oh my god. This is so morbid. Alright.
As he goes up in flame, are you going to stay within vicinity and get burned, or do you want to back away?
I let go and back away. Stumble back.
He is fully engulfed in flame, however, he doesn't move and continues to chant.
Is he dying?
If he is, it doesn't seem like he cares. Varian, you see this?
Okay. Doesn't really have much room to think with his head pounding from all this noise. Do I see the heartbeat beating in sync with the deafening sounds, or is it too engulfed in flame now to notice?
Roll a perception check.
35?
Yeah, you would have seen the heart before it was engulfed in flame, beating in sync with the thumping in your ears.
Can I still sort of see the heart through the flames?
No, it is too obscured by flame.
But if he's holding it up, and I kind of pinpoint where it was, roughly.
I mean, knew where it was, so if he hasn't moved, it'd be in the same spot.
Yeah. Alright, well, while she's backing away and he's on fire, I'm just going to try and shoot that spot. To shoot the heart.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I'm assuming a 22 does not hit.
22 does not hit.
I'm going to try again.
Okay.
How about a 38?
That does. Right, you shoot into the flames and the thumping stops, and you start hearing all of the kids scream in unison.
Oh god, they're all still alive.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Would you do anything in the next 5 seconds?
Me?
Anyone?
So the kids are screaming. Perth is on fire. Is his skin, like, melting off?
It's cooking.
What is this? She's just horrified.
Varian will look back through the doorway to see if Avari's almost there.
You see her bracing up against one of the walls, dragging herself along it.
Does she look terrified or like horrified of this?
She's not there yet.
Oh,
she's
not
in the
there yet.
hallway.
Okay.
But can she hear the kids screaming?
Mm-hmm.
Does she have any reaction to that?
Roll a perception check.
31?
As you can't hear her through the screams, you do see her mouth move and say, I'm coming, almost there.
Varian will start making his way over to Clover.
Clover's making her way towards one of the kids.
Alright. The screaming all stops at the same time after about 5 seconds.
I am silently checking vitals.
Well, there have no heart, so
Still
there are
checking
no vitals.
Still checking vitals. Probably covered in blood, and yeah.
Okay.
So just
Varian, what are you doing?
I'm making my way to Clover.
Alright.
What sounds do I hear after the kids stop screaming now?
Silence.
Okay. Roll what now?
A perception check.
30.
You see the ball of flame on the floor narrow and lengthen.
So it's standing up.
Potentially.
Varian will train his bow on that. What does it do after it allegedly stands up?
You see the now more pillar of flame start to slowly move in the direction of Clover.
Clover, we should go.
No. No.
They're dead.
No, I have to help them.
They're dead, Clover.
No, they were screaming. They're alive.
They aren't screaming anymore.
They're alive.
He's moving towards you, and the fire doesn't seem to be affecting him.
Clover's gonna look at the Perther of light.
You see most of the skin has sloughed off, and you see his organs are cooking and his skeletal form charring. And both of you see the form lift off the ground. Clover, you can see it looks like something impaled Perth from the back and is lifting him up. Varian, you just see the pillar of flame start to rise.
What impaled him from the back?
I can't tell.
Something.
Something.
Something is lifting him.
I can see him lifting. Yes. We should go.
No.
Look what he did. He'll do it again.
What is that statue?
I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, I'm here. We should go.
No.
Now.
No.
What the fuck?
Is the fire still getting closer to me?
No, it's lifting into the air.
Dude, I don't see anything at all behind him.
Nope.
Do I shoot him? I don't know.
I am going to start fireballing him, even though he's already on fire, to destroy him further.
Roll the hit.
Sure.
Well, that's an auto fail then, because he can't
move.
exactly move.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Varian will just look at Clover and then join in and just shoot. Like, okay.
Can't win, join him.
Alright. You see the fireballs pelting this figure, Clover. Varian, you see fireballs hitting this pillar of flame and what looks to almost absorb into the flame. And then you both see the whole thing just disappear. Perth and his fiery form.
Great.
Roll perception checks.
That's not good. 31.
36.
You hear the sounds of crunching
From where?
from where the form of Perth was.
Where is he?
Varian's gonna put his hand on Clover's shoulder and go, we need to move over to Hate now.
Where is he?
We need to move over to Hate now. He's gonna grab her arm and try and pull her towards Hate.
As she goes, she's just kind of out of it.
Okay. As the crunching stops, you hear
Now that was rude.
just echoing in the
Who are you?
bits of each side of the wall seem to explode out as if something is stabbing into them. And you feel a very large shift in wind, like a gust of wind, like something large is moving around the room.
Clover is wide-eyed staring.
Do we make it to Avari?
Mhm.
I'll put my hand on Avari and Clover.
Why did you do this? Where's Perth? What happened to my father? Where is my brother? Beck, where is he?
Perth.
You hear a spitting sound, and the skull of Perth bounces off the ground and rolls towards you.
I think we're out of our depths here.
Where's my father's soul?
Why do you want to know?
I don't like his vibe. I have questions for him. Why did you kill these kids?
I didn't. Guys,
Yes, Avari.
we should leave.
He hasn't
Come.
answered my question.
Come with me.
But I-
Agree.
It's... I didn't know there was any left.
Any what left?
It's a Titan.
Oh,
We need to go.
Varian will hold on to both of them and say, okay, come with me. Now!
No!
And he's going to pull them both into the ethereal plane. You don't really have
No.
too much of a choice.
And one there.
What you see